Hey Floss Tube, it's Lindy Stitches. It's Saturday the 30th of January. It's a wet all day in Worcestershire. It's currently sleeting outside. Not quite the 100% snow that the forecast said. Thoroughly disappointed in that, I must say. But we're here, it's warm, it's dry. I have coffee, I am happy. I'm going to record this today and then I shall spend the rest of the day stitching. I got plans, which I will try and tell you about this week rather than the 2 weeks ago when I forgot. So lots to talk about today, lots to share. So welcome if you are a new viewer. That's lovely to have you here. I'd love to leave me a comment and wave at me and say, hi, I'm new. I'd love to welcome you properly. And welcome back if you're a regular viewer. You know what you're letting yourselves in for, and yet you come back. So welcome back to you too. It's been a regular fortnight here. We are still homeschooling. It's getting hard, I must say. I don't think it's been the case for my older one. I think he's had new work constantly coming through. New work as in, we're going to teach you something new today, rather than just kind of revising and just kind of keeping them ticking over. The primary school, on the other hand, was kind of doing that, and now I'm having to write poetry and stuff like that. It's hard work. But they have daily Zooms with their teacher and things, so it's, you know, not going too bad. We've been for a couple of walks. We really decided that we need to get out more because we've just not been. I like staying in. I've always liked staying in. So we've been making sure we have a couple of walks. We walked up to see the river in flood yesterday. Did about a 3-mile walk and came home. So it's been nice getting out actually. So especially if it's not raining. It's not been. Weather's been okay. I don't know. I'm looking around the room, expecting the printer to tell me something I knew. I've also discovered a new post office which is going to make, well, a friend told me about it and I've tried it out a couple of times. No queues, it's no further. I don't think many people know about it because it's in a petrol station, gas station, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's kind of like a little hidden gem, and it's no further. So we walked up to that one today, yesterday rather, so I could post some things to people, as you do. It looks like my Etsy shop will actually remain open. A friend helped me look at some of the VAT stuff, and I found a few sort of more useful resources online. And yeah, so for the time being, I'm gonna put everything on Instagram and Facebook first, because obviously PayPal fees are a lot lower than Etsy fees. So, but I need to market myself. So I shall do that for a while. We've got exciting things coming soon. I've got, I left it over by the computer, but designing some birthstone fobs. So looking forward. I did a sneak peek on my Instagram page yesterday, on Black Pear's Instagram page and on the Facebook page. So details for those are below. So please feel free to join them. That's where all the special offers will be, voucher codes and all that kind of exciting stuff that helps. So please check out, like my pages if you can, that'd be great. And also I'm going to pick up the Fiverr Friday bandwagon-y type thing and put a few more low-cost things out there. So stay tuned for that. Right, the sampler, Lynn. I've brought command hooks. Got to find a wall for it because the wall I had planned to put it on, I'm not actually going to be able to reach. So I was going to put it on the one above the stairs, like, you know, and I can't reach that also. And I don't think anybody else can, enough to be able to hold like that to put the command hooks up. So, and our steps aren't step ladder isn't a stair one, so it ain't going up there. So we've got to find another wall for it. So I don't know where it's going to go yet. We'll find a home for it. I've been eyeing up walls. So anyway, I promise Lynn I'll get it on the wall and I will put in a picture when I do. Would you like to see some stitching? I'm sure you would. It's been a productive January. I worked out I've stitched on 12 of my 26 WIPs, 25 now because I've had a finish. So should we do the finishes first? Why not? Have I buried it? No, it's on top. So I can't show you the pattern because I passed the stash on that one, but I finished Christmas Dream. Oh, I didn't finish Christmas Dreams, I finished Santa's House. He's lovely, I love him. So my son brought me the chart for Mother's Day a couple of years ago. Last year? 2 years ago, can't remember. Anywho, there he is. Isn't he? I love him, he's great. So he's stitched in a mixture of, I think the green was called for, and that's grasshopper, maybe? I can't remember. I know the red's Louisiana hot sauce because it isn't the called for. I think the called for is Cupid. And I then just did DMC for the deer, for Santa's beard and Santa's face. So, which there is a DMC conversion, which I just used those, I think. I think the peach might have been just one I went, oh yeah, that'll do. There we go. So I'm really happy with him. I think I'm just going to frame him. I think that's my plan, just to frame him in just a plain dark brown frame, or black if I can't get a dark brown frame, and then just bung something fancy. I might then just do like a little greenery thing that goes up like that. That's my plan. Yes, classic colour works grasshopper because I've just realised the threads are still in the bag, even if the chart isn't. Right. Okay. Oh, I had another finish too. Yeah, 2 finishes. I only wrote one now. So I am stitching the kind of monthly series that was in Cross Stitcher last month, and there's January's. Again, I just want a square frame for these. It took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to because of all that back stitch, but I think I really like it. And I've got February's kitted up. And it's stitched on 28 count Vintage Country Mocha. And February's will be stitched on that too. And then I think the rest of them are going to be on white because that was a call for, and I'm not going to argue. It was just stitched in the call for DMC, and I haven't got the cover pictures to be able to show you. No, so I've literally got, all I've done is photocopy the charts out of the magazines. What's next on the list? FFOs. Kind of, did I show you this last time? That is the cross stitch calendar from this year. So I didn't stitch the little back stitch board around it, and I just shoved it in this little frame. So it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but as I can't go and buy anything because everywhere's shut, this will do. If I can get a slightly bigger one, I might go for a slightly bigger one. Right then. WIPs. Right there, right. Let's do the ones that aren't going to be plans first, because I think that'll be easier. So spot sampler. I can't remember if I did, my Instagram says I finished this on the Saturday, so apologies if you saw this last time and I haven't stitched anymore, but that's where I got that. That's the spot sampler. It's from Cross Stitcher magazine, and I forget the number. Did I write it in here? I have my journal here. Oh yeah, 359, Cross Stitch Magazine 359. That was one that came out last year. And I'm stitching it on Midas from Chromatic Alchemy. This is the linen, and that's where I got to. So I'm pretty much all the way across the top now. There's just the only bit I haven't done from is that light border there. So I'm gonna say it's just under a quarter done now, which is cool. I'm really happy with that. Let's bring it up a bit closer. There we go. And that is about right for the yellow. So that completed one WIPGO goal for the month, which was to work on it for 5 days, and then just hopefully it'll get to come out yeah, over time. Make another pile over there. What's next? What isn't coming out this month? Oh, Monkey Wrench. So, Monkey Wrench was stitched on something because I needed another prompt, so I actually managed to throw a few more stitches into Monkey Wrench. It had more stitches this year, well in January, than it had in the entire 2020. Monkey Wrench by Ink Circles. And that's where I'm at. Oh, that's blown out horribly. Use my ring light in the back, obviously with all the snow, so it's terrible lighting in here. So this is stitched. I'll get it upside right way up. Silks for You threads, and I put in all of this blue. Oh, a bit more of the Silks for You there. So I'm not expecting to see 40 count Fairy Forest from Crafty Kitten. I'm not expecting to see that in February because it wasn't called for my WIPGO, but you'll see this at least another 4 times this year, I would say. So, yeah. What else we got? 1, 2, 3. Now I've just confused myself with, what am I? Oh, I didn't bring Elizabeth Shepherd in. I think you saw it where it was up to last time. Maybe you didn't, I'm not sure. I'll save it for next time because I'll be putting some more stitches into it for Zombie Run in February, so I've forgotten to bring that in. That's my fault for not going down my list and checking. I'm just going to tick some things off because I'm confused. We've done Spot Sampler, Monkey Wrench. Didn't bring Elizabeth Shepherd in. Okie dokie. Right. Cardinal Points. Needed a prompt with grapes on, managed to, so that's Cardinal Points. There we go. I think you've all seen it before, so I could take it out of plastic, but I don't know. So this is on a 36 count blush ivory linen, and all I'm not sure whether, I think you saw it last time after the, yeah, you must have, after the WIPGO weekend. So all I've done is added another 3. Oh no, it was that one, and that one. That's what I've added into it, but look at that. And this has been called twice for WIPGO for next month, along with the Zombie Run. So I'm looking at 2,000 stitches in that in February. Right. Done that one. Lizzie Kate Flippets. And I'm currently stitching on July. And I'm also going, oh, so let's do July first and then I will talk about June. No, can't find it. There we go. That is literally, so all I did was filled in the background for Zombie Run. I was going to say WIPGO and I knew it wasn't right. So I'm hoping that I can get it finished this month. Well, sorry, in February it should get finished because it got called for a week for WIPGO, which means I should also get a really good start on the June. Yes, I know, backwards and all sorts of June. So my plan is to try and get June and the rest of July done. So it's a bit of a, it's possible. I've said my WIPGO goal for it was 7 days, and I've said to myself that if I pull a day's number of days thing on WIPGO, 300 stitches equals 1 day. Because I know what I'm like. I'll be like, I don't like those. I'll just do 20 stitches a day, which I mean, still works, but I'm counting it as a full evening stitching. Sorry, a bit of a frog in my throat. Excuse me. So, Old Tannenbaum by Brenda Gervais. Oh, the Kate Flippets. Did I say Lizzie Kate Flippets? I don't know. There we go. So I'm working on this bottom one here, which you can't see very well. I could take it out of plastic, but won't. So basically I built a house and started the roof. Not a lot to go left on this one now. I'm hoping for a finish in February, because it'll be called for Monkey Wrench. It'll be called for Zombie Run. So I need to finish the roof. There's a few snowflakes in the top, some trees that need to go in the snowbank, and then some trees along the bottom, and a moon, and that's pretty much it. This is on a mystery from Sparkly's, 18 count. So I'm looking forward to getting that one done. And that'll actually be half a WIPGO goal that hasn't been called as well, because my WIPGO goal for Old Tenenbaum was 2 charts. And I think next I will, the next one I will do, I think will be, I think I'm going to attack Santa, because I think he's probably got a lot of the stitching in, so I think Santa will be my next. But it's also going to be a lot of solid stitching, which will be great for doing things like Zombie Run, to like knock a block out. So right then, so you've now seen Old Tenenbaum, Lizzie Kate, and Cardinal Points, which leaves me, oh, and that one. Okay, last but not by no means least, and this was what I've been working on for last week, which is the Funky Menagerie by Lindy Stitches, which is that one there. And as you can see, there's a few notes on it, because Heather and I were zooming, and she may have said link is my home, but she said a couple on her video. Now, this creature here is a sparkle muffin. He's a spider. He is quite the weirdest spider I've ever seen. He's Australian. He is part of the peacock spider family. Go and look him up. Honestly, sparkle muffin spiders are a thing. Anyway, and they do, he's got legs, they do a weird sort of dance apparently. Anyway, so we given that that's a breakfast food, muffin is a breakfast food, we decided, Heather and I decided to start renaming everything, because Heather had been naming a couple of hers. So let me introduce you to Neon Bagel. The bird is Crystal Croissant. It sounds a bit like the French for bird, which is Rousseau, I think. Okay, you can't see him there, but there'll be Stretch Pancake. He's the ostrich. The squirrely thing will now forever be known as Glitter Waffle. The rabbit, tea-type thing, Hot Cross Bunny. And the big pink swan-like sort of creature is a fluff scone. Now, oh, and then we've got Bark Biscuit at the top for the dog. Have I missed anybody? Which just leaves the robin. He's called Dave. So we can't wait for the new release tomorrow, so we can see what weird and wonderful creatures Stephanie has designed for us, and hope it will give us a clue to what we can name them, because we've done kind of breakfasty foods and Dave, and yeah, that's going to be fun. We just, you know, it was funny. So there you go. That's my tiny modernist. No, this is my Lindy Stitches part 1 of the Funky Menagerie, and this is stitched on 32 count Rubescent from Chromatic Alchemy. And yeah, it's pretty close. It's pinky, peachy colour. It's fairly, I'd say it's fairly accurate. So there we go. It's so much fun. So yeah, that's the start of Dave there, and then I've just got the ostrich to do, and that is my plan for today. Stretch Pancake and Dave, which will see me completing more daily 30 things that will get me completing daily 30 tasks. So plans. So let's quickly recap. So I've got one challenge left to do for, and I didn't bring it in. Talked about it, I sat by it, didn't bring it in. Oh yes I did. So as I said in my video last week with what was it called? 24 hours. I managed 15.5 hours and just under 18,000 stitches. So that's fine. I didn't quite get to, it's got 2 needle lines on. Didn't quite get to do Tiny Modernist, but that will come out this week because I still have prompts left to do with it. So okay, so I need to do 300 stitches in this for a monthly, and plus another 800 stitches for 2 weekly prompts. So this will fit in for so 1 monthly, sparkles or sparkly thread, but it's got stars in the sky, stars sparkle, and then we've got 500 stitches in the project, 500 stitches, well more than 500 stitches in that house alone. I know, I counted them. Let's have a look, what's the other one? And something that represents night. Well, it says upon a midnight clear or something like that. That's night enough for me. Okie dokie. And then, oh, and I still have, and I'm currently doing something silly for Hedgehog Week, which is Funky Menagerie. Because anybody who names a spider a sparkle muffin, that's silly. So Shirl has just launched Tupperware Week in Daily 30, so something that'll have my name on it when I'm done, that's Cardinal Points. Designer exclusive, so I'm going to work on, I've done January, February, is the February block for February's calendar from Tiny Modernist, and this was exclusive because it was only available in Cross Stitcher magazine. And I haven't. February. What fabric's it going to be on? Oh, it's just going to be on some cream, so that's fine. Call for DMC or thereabouts. Something with a lid on. I struggled with this one. Heather went, how about eyelids? I love that girl's thinking. So back to the Funky Menagerie for that one. Actually, I haven't written that down. And another, because it was Tupperware, the shape sorter that you may have had when you were a kid, the red and blue one. I had one, didn't realise it was Tupperware. I was like, oh, I had one of those. I loved that. Oh, I love that thing. Anyway, you had to pick a shape that was one of the shapes, and I picked star because Tiny Modernist has got stars in it. End of. That's me. Done for that one. So I'll be putting a couple more. So that's another. So it's going to get about 1,500 stitches in over the next few days. That. And a whip before 1999, which I don't have one. I'm fairly sure. In fact, yeah, I can't think of any. I mean, I didn't start stitching until 2004, so I don't think anything. There's not a lot in my stash before that because I wasn't really buying charts. I was stitching a lot of magazine stuff, so I really don't think there's anything I've got. And I wasn't planning on going to pull out something specific, a new start. So unless something that I happen to pick up has an older date on, I will check. But I mean, that's 22 years. That's hard going. So last time I had this one, I did have a Prairie Schooler I could start and finish, and that was the Bear and the Bees. But I've got a couple of other Prairie Schoolers, but I don't think I've got another one that's that old. So, oh well, never mind. You won't worry about it. So, if I do find one, I've got a couple of the little cards, and maybe, I don't know. I haven't really looked into it, and I don't really want another new start. But maybe I can get if I can get a sap. That's a possibility. Anyway, so those are kind of my plans. The other one that's not been allocated to anything yet, I want to start the February stockings for from Blackbird Designs, and I'm going to do the violet stocking, which is the one here. So and that is on 40 count, no 36 count blush ivory, which is the same as the Cardinal Points fabric. So those are my plans. I don't know where that's going to fit in quite yet, but it will fit in somewhere. So on to, let's throw that into the pile of whips. Oh, I'm losing all the threads out of the Christmas dreams. Oh, now it's all stuck to my cardigan. There we go. Okay. Oh, and I didn't bring that in. Oh, yes I did. There we go. Okay. So, things that have landed through my door. We have got a bit of DMC. I kind of just did a thread order just for a few either replacements or so just most of these are either for existing whips or for the stockings, and I couldn't get the green, so I'm hoping I've got a few Victorian Motto and Colour and Cotton that I'm hoping that there'll be a correct green in there. And then I also had the new release from Heartstring Samplery, the wonderful, fantastic, amazing Sue at Peakside Needleworks has joined Beth Twist's auto ship for Heartstring Samplery. So that's not much better because of the shine. There you go. This is a new release. This is called Next Door, and I love this, and I really do wish that some of my stitching friends lived next door, and also my friend Serena, because I really miss chatting to her. We used to see each other every day on the school playground and have coffee once a week, and we just haven't been able to do that. So I really miss some people. So, and I'm really like that. And I'm seriously thinking of stitching it for Serena's birthday next month, March. I keep thinking I'm already in February. So that was Next Door. So all that came from Peakside this week. And then I had Sharon sent me a lovely parcel with some more Raven, because I was really struggling to get hold of it and needed it for a couple of projects. So I now have enough Raven to do every one of my blackbirds that I want to do. And then she sent me, she had adopted a whip from somebody and started stitching it and decided she just did not like it. Not the design, the fact it was on linen. So Spider Moon from just now, which is fabulous. I really love it. She asked me if I liked it, and I said, oh yeah. I don't really do Halloween, but I really like that, and just now does beautiful stuff. So the person had, so she passed me, it was all fully kitted with Sullivan's threads, which are new ones to me. And this is upside down. I forget that the person started from the bottom to the top. So we will go, let's do that. I think this is murky. I might be wrong. It's not the called for fabric, so I don't actually know what it is, but that's where that person got to, and Sharon got to. There's a few bits and pieces, like some of the border stitches haven't had the top leg done, so my first, when I get to it, my first job will be to just kind of go through and just check everything. But the person does stitch the same way as I do, which was a big relief, I must say. So I finished Santa's house, and I gain another whip. Well, and it needs a bag actually. Oh, let's swap those two over. Okay, and then let's put the threads over with the threads. Oh, that's a really green one. That's lovely. Okay, so magazine flip through time. And if you stay with me to the end, there's another giveaway and the winner from last time. So, new cross stitcher. This is cross stitcher 367, the March issue, and it came with a Biscornu kit, which is just kind of like buds and blossoms, blooms. So it's a nice one. I probably won't do the dense border. Maybe just one. I don't know. Anywho, it'll get done eventually. That's a better picture of the Biscornu. There we go. It's pretty. Pretty. contents page. Oh, drop the book. There we go. So, let's have a look. On trend. Tropical quilting patterns apparently. Needle minders, of course. Wooden thread bobbins. We've got, oh, Jessie's doing the language of flowers for lupins. Oh, imagination, I didn't know that. I love lupins, are really pretty. Usual offers and stuff from Willow Fabrics. Room to Sleep is the house block for this month. Oh, pages, come on. We've got a new seasonal sampler, which is by Maria Diaz. The ring light really doesn't help with the reflecting on the pages, but, well, needs must and all that. And what else we got? Oh, reader offers. This is cool. Emma Congdon, these are just to make a mobile. They must use invisible thread because that's apparently hung from that stick. So that's quite cool though. Phases of the moon. Nesting dolls. It's what's inside that counts. Why do I want to say that looks like a Doreen Jones? Oh, Maria Diaz. We've got stitchy sayings for cards, or you can make them little framed pictures for your craft room or your stitchy spot. Stitching is certainly my happy place. And there's by Doreen Jones. See, I knew she'd pop up somewhere. We've got some koi. There we go. Did you see this beautiful mandala that Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom, finished with the koi? That was beautiful. That was. If you're not watching her, you should be. I'll link her channel below. We have got puppies for the letter library. And I've got itchy nose. Tooth fairy stuff. It's quite cute. My two are pretty much beyond that now. And there is the how-tos. We've got Create a Classic, the curled up cat cushion. That's huge, 170 square. Huge! And it's pretty much full coverage. I can't turn the pages over. Spotlight on the Historical Sampler Company. I've got a couple of their charts. I've stitched a couple of smaller things in the past. They do some really nice stuff. So, if you're not familiar with it, they also curate the cotton and twine boxes. Letters page. Ready Steady Stitch, come up, so the designer's got a pair of earrings. There we go. So we've got a bikini, hello and goodbye, and a donut and a teacup. And they do those on, what do you call it? Plasticator. Spotlight on Stitcher Spotlight is a little design that says I am enough, which I think is fantastic. And they to make into a button, or well, needle minder, sorry. We've got Stitching Heaven, haberdashery picture. That's really quite cute. Right, they've got the little scissors charm hung up there. And then the new Brim's Tail is the Golden Goose. There we go. That is the first block in the sale. Sal, can't say the words. And then next month, stitching clock for your stitching room and biscuit coasters. So that's cross stitcher 367. And that can go in there, and let's move that out of the way. And we're going to finally come to the giveaways. My word, it's a long video today. Well, I've had a lot of stuff to go through. Right, last time I asked if anybody wanted the chicken chart, and 4 of you said yes please, and the winner was Karen Greening. Karen, if you can send me an email, my email is in the description box below, institcheskerry@gmail.com, and send me your postal address and I'll pop this in the post to you. And this week, because it looks like I can keep my Etsy shop open, because a friend helped me through all the tax stuff, and basically it's just Etsy being difficult, so I'm sure they just wanted to clear out a few people who were a bit dumb. Anyway, so would you like some black pear counting pins? Because those are up for grabs this week. Set of counting pins for my Etsy shop. Well, they're not, these aren't in the Etsy shop, these were ready to go, but I thought we'll give them away. So if you would like to win the counting pins, tell me what your favourite fob that's currently in my shop is. So the link to my black pear stitchery is below, and you can win some counting pins. Right, I do believe that is everything. So until next time, friends, stay safe, wear a mask, be kind, and I will see you all in next week. Next week's Stitch with me, and I will see you in 2 weeks for a regular update. So until then, friends, take care and happy stitching. Bye bye.